there is a quarterback who was a first overall pick who just recently retired. His name is Alex Smith. Alex Smith had a just incredible comeback to pro football. And Jen, as a former player and a coach, what are your thoughts on Alex Smith and his passion for the game?
Alex Smith, I think, championed the human spirit for all of us, for the sacrifice, the overcoming the fear, the literally almost losing his leg, and then to be able to come back and play. And I think it's really a well-placed segue, right, to have, or back to back, to put that right behind somebody who just said, meh. I mean, I'm competitive, but maybe, right? Like, could you ever picture those words having come out of Alex Smith's mouth? No, especially not with all he went through to just get back on the field and play. And it's that inspires other people to go harder, go further, do it. You couldn't have been on the team with Alex Smith and thought, I'm just going to kind of maybe today, right? Seeing what he was going through to get back to the field. And I mean, we saw an inspired Washington Redskins team, right? We really did see them outperform on levels. And when you have a guy like Alex Smith on the team, he's having that impact on other people around him, right? Just like Tom Brady. And I don't know that you get that with Trevor Lawrence. And did I hear a rumor that Urban Meyer had actually been possibly interested in Alex Smith before he retired?
Yes, I believe it was Jacksonville who reached out to him. I believe it was.
Because hold up, wait a minute. That might be the missing link right there. Were you saying that we need somebody who would literally almost die for the game of football to mentor this man about what it takes to be a pro's pro, right? Like,
yeah.
To have that passion and leadership and drive that could uplift people. And maybe that was Urban Meyer's way of thinking, like, we have to build that into this kid for him to actually reach his full potential, which I think a lot of people think he has. But, was Urban Meyer looking for Alex Smith to build that into Trevor Lawrence? And that, that I could see.
Yeah, that's a really interesting take, because they kind of came out at the same time, both of those things. And it's like, that makes sense. And I don't think it's ever a bad idea to have that presence in the locker room. Alex Smith was the guy who started ahead of Patrick Mahomes, remember? Right? So maybe, and I know for a fact, because Mahomes has spoken about it, he said that Alex Smith has helped him and develop into that pro that is a franchise quarterback. So Jacksonville doesn't really have that. I guess you could look at maybe Gardner Minshew, potentially.
Really?
He hasn't been around as long as Alex Smith.
Really?
But
what am I going to get from Minshew?
I don't know him. But he does seem like a guy.
Come on,
pretty smart.
Yeah.
Not a great talent, but
come on. He's not gonna impress upon or mold a young quarterback. He hasn't done enough. He's not as, I mean, I couldn't tell you what a conversation would be like because I don't know anything about him. I couldn't tell you, he's not a proven entity to me, right? And mentorship is part of that. Like, I admire you for what you've done and how you've done it, right? And he's not somebody I'd tap and be like, you got to get Minshew.
I was just throwing it out there. That's the only guy they really have. That's what I'm saying.
But could you see maybe Alex Smith coaching?
I think so. I think that's actually where he may go but I think it's going to be with Andy Reid. I don't think it's going to be anywhere else.
Well, but it would be really interesting to see that trajectory. But I can't help but feel that was part of what they were looking for in Jacksonville. And it really is valuable, especially for quarterbacks, to really learn how to be a pro's pro. Just look at what Jameis Winston has said about Drew Brees. And, that's something he's always wanted, right? Like I know that from JMO. And talking to him earlier in the season, he was like, it's been great to learn from Breeze every day, right? And
Yeah.
for those young quarterbacks, especially the ones that now are not getting, they're expected to be great now. You need somebody who's great at being great to help take some of those, give you some secret sauce. And I have to say that I think that's probably what it was.
Even if it's from afar too, it doesn't have to be up close and personal, you know, showing you what to do, but just seeing it in the building is something that you can experience and learn from.
Oh yeah, and even like you can pick up big things on like just watching tape with someone,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or like sharing secrets or how you watch something or something that's worked for you. That was something I did like throughout my career. People who were great, I'd be like, teach me something, right? Like
Yeah.
what's a secret hack or like what's something you would look for or, just and being fascinated by the way that other people see the game. Now, do all of them end up being better than what I was doing before or things that you fully adopt? No, but there's so much that you can learn by being around people who have been to the highest of the high, especially in what you want to do directly.